And live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Toronto FC versus DC United in MLS 2023, Week 15, Match 15. We know what we want to see tonight if you're a Toronto fan. If you're a DC fan, I guess that aligns with what we want. But today, if Toronto doesn't lose by more than 3-0, I'm honestly going to be pissed. I know, crazy for me to say, but I think we got to hope for another 7-1. I don't see how we even draw this match, though, so I don't even know why that's a hope. But who knows? Maybe they pull a good result. By that, I mean 3-0 or less out of their ass. I don't think the team would let that happen. I think they'll throw, but I don't know. With that being said, starting 11s. Sean Johnson in goal. The back four of Kobe Franklin, Aime Mabaka, Matt Hedges, Richie Larea. Midfield three of Mark Anthony Kay, Brandon Servania, and Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Front three of Lorenzo Insigne, CJ Sapong, and DeAndre Kerr. Funnily enough, Insigne didn't get benched. Huh. Weird. He should have too. Starting 11 for DC United. In goal, Tyler Miller. Back three, Victor Paulson, Derek Williams, and Donovan Pines. Midfield four, Chris Durkin, Russell Knaus, Lewis O'Brien, Gausu Samake. Attacking three, Theodore Ku DiPietro, Mateus Click, and Christian Benteke for DC. How we doing, Ozan? How we doing, Isaiah? Honestly, I hope so at this point. I'm doing the same. You should. Cheer for DC to beat the shit out of TFC at this point. I agree. Nice. Good day. Hi, Danielle. Here for the drama. I'm here to see Bacala get whipped. You're going down, down with your ego bruised. And Bradley, you're going down, bitchin'. Tried a little bit of a parody of Sugar We're Going Down there, but it works for me. I don't know. Pure unbridled chaos is where we're at. DC will win tonight. Preferably 7-1. Hopefully by more than 3-0. DC's winning tonight. Book it. DC wins. Book it. I saw that. Congratulations to Ethan Horvath and Luton Town. Love to see it. And their small ground in the Premier League. Love it. I went to Parkside Eatery, which is on the other side of Aurora. Did I say that right? I watch enough Oddity Archive. And they had some good-ass Korean tacos. That sounds pretty good. Nice. How we doing, Rory? Matcha raspberry lemonade, which was to die for. That actually sounds pretty good. Apple TV. So you have to pay for your angriness tonight. Pay for the drama. I think it is behind the paywall tonight, though. It's not for free. So, yeah, Apple TV behind the paywall, because sometimes they have free matches. But, no, you have to pay for your drama tonight. Not on TSN. Not free. I know their stadium's small. No, there's no copium tonight. There's just chaos. Anger and chaos. Even if they somehow lose by less than 3-0, I'm not coping. I'm on the warpath with Fetty and everybody else with 2 working brain cells, a.k.a. Bradley out. Dr. Chaos in the house. Professor Chaos. Professor Chaos. Dortmund, I don't want to talk about that. That is just disrespectful what they did. The bottle jobs. Dortmund are bottle jobs. They always will be. They're the German Cruz Azul. Do I need to make a yellow leaf logo and put the Dortmund logo on there? Do I? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I know, but I like Apple TV. But I basically cover every little thing. So, I mean, it's kind of stupid for me not to have it. So, there's a return on investment there. There's a return on investment there for me personally. So, with Leagues Cup and all the other MLS games and MLS Next Pro and playoffs, I mean, technically, I've watched like 3-4 games on a Saturday every week. Toronto and some other games. St. Louis, at least a half of St. Louis. Like, I marathon like 4 games on Saturday every weekend. And then the Wednesday they played. So, if you do that, Apple TV's worth it. Besides, I'd rather watch it on here than Fox, to be honest. Toronto's only 3 points. 5 points out of a playoff spot, 3 points out of the last non-playoff spot. But that doesn't matter because they're losing. Honestly, at that point, I think Reyno will leave at some point. Richie's the player to watch. Yeah, that's a good pick. Not that anything's going to happen. Lol. Fubo. Try to get Fubo once. Didn't really work out. I know. They legit bottled. Russell Canals is DC's player to watch. Okay. Like, here's the thing, though, with TFC. The players are not exactly the problem. Now, the fact that Kay is Bradley's puppy dog, and, of course, Michael, of course, is going to be loyal to his father. Now, that's a problem. But the players themselves, Bernadeschi, still great. Richie, awesome. Kobe Franklin, looks like he's going to pull the 2019 Richie Larea and basically be the next Richie. Either way. It's not the players for me. I think if you change the manager, they'll have a new manager bounce. And if they like that manager, it'll go longer than just 4 or 5 games. But you change the vibes in that locker room. I think Bradley lost the dressing room, lost the locker room. So personally, I don't think it's that bad. Personally, the players are that bad. It's the front office. That's the big problem. And that's what's poisoning everything. That's what's poisoning the well. The fish rots from the head down, but the players have the talent. They have the potential. That's exactly my point. There we go. Exactly. In less words. Yeah, good summarization. That's exactly what. Yeah, exactly. I like to go long anyway. Mike Leach style. I like to go long. Whether it's me just talking dumb shit or talking about tactics, I like to go long. I was listening to Sasha Kljestan. He was trying to protect Bradley. I never liked Sasha Kljestan, especially after 2017 second leg. But you know what? Now he's protecting us? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I think he was probably the one who was trying to tell Kalen Kyle that doesn't matter if he's on the hot seat. He's got a 4-year contract. Somebody bought off Sasha Kljestan. I can't believe it. Goon. He was always a goon, so fair enough. Lampard will honestly be better at this point. Like, let's be honest. Sasha Kljestan is what Paul Bissonnette would be if he was still acting like a goon and let himself get bought off as a commentator. If you watch TNT playoff coverage or whatever, Paul Bissonnette, that's Sasha Kljestan if he got paid off by anybody who wanted him to say something positive about him. And he still acted like a goon. There you go. Like, Bissonnette is cool. I like Paul Bissonnette. Sasha Kljestan is going the other way. Like, he could be cool like Bissonnette, but he's not. Goon for hire. That's what I'm saying. But Bissonnette's a Leafs fan. Of course you'd like him. He's still cool anyway. So, even Gerald would do better. I agree. Anybody but Chris Armas would do better than Bradley. That's my point. Anybody. Anybody. Like, I don't care who they promote or who they appoint. They could appoint the corpse of Paul Mariner or appoint the corpse of Mike Leach, and I would be A-okay with it at this point. And then Villa went to shit. So I'm sure MLS is easier than the Prem, but probably harder than the Scottish League. So you know what? Why not? Fabio Cannavaro Andiamo. Exactly. Should have kept pushing that agenda. We should have kept pushing that agenda. Seriously. Would you like if Vanny came back? Yeah, I was wrong about Vanny. I just wanted Maurizio Sarri. That's all I wanted. That's why I wanted Vanny out. Yes, it was getting a bit stale, but I just wanted Maurizio Sarri. So I had the Italian idea first, if we're being honest. Bill? I deserve some. What's the word? Residuals, yes, residuals. But yeah, I was wrong about Vanny. Turns out he was papering over the cracks. The reason that 2020 team was mid or was fraudulent was because he was papering over the cracks. So they need to get Valeri more on 360. Loves analysis. Problem with that is Valeri's more of a Spanish analyst. So starting 11 for TFC, Sean Johnson, back four, Kobe Franklin, Matt Hedges, Aime Mabaka, Richie Larea, midfield three of Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy, Mark Anthony Kay, Brandon Servania, front three of Lorenzo Insigne, CJ Sapong, and DeAndre Kerr. Somehow Insigne doesn't get sat, but Bernardeschi does. Bradley did have a bruised ego. Damn. Wait, is Wayne Rooney wearing a Meat Mill hat, or am I crazy? Bill out also. I agree with that. Slaven Bilic is available. He's a proven manager. I'm totally fine with Slaven Bilic, for sure. Starting 11 for DC United, Tyler Miller, back three of Donovan Pines, Derek Williams, Victor Paulson, Samake, Lewis O'Brien, Russell Canals, Mateus Klitsch, Chris Durkin, the midfield five, front two, Theodore Kudipietro, and Christian Benteke. Alex Bono's on the bench, by the way. Damn, that sucks. As he should. He loves the club. He loves the city. He just knows Bradley is poison. And he said what he had to say, and they freaking muckraked on him and sat him. The vape thing. I could honestly care less. And here we go. They're booing, as they should. They're booing Bacala. Richie, and we've kicked off. Let's see what the players do. Do they throw it? Or does DC earn it? Or do we actually somehow draw? With that being said, DC wearing their cherry blossom kits, which are pretty cool. TFC wearing their home red and black and onyx. I'm not shocked either. Keep on booing. Make a statement. And by the way, if they're losing 7-1, BMO Field is going to descend into chaos. Or if they're losing anything more than 3-0, BMO will descend into chaos. You thought it was bad when Armas got 7-1? At least that was at Audi Field. I don't think watching the game is the fun part. It's watching me lose my shit. You can watch the Miami game while watching me lose my shit. That's the fun part. This game won't be fun. It's me losing my shit that's the fun part. Or possibly. No, he's not even on the bench. They completely dropped him. He's in the press box. But Insigne somehow starts this match, though, and he's just as much of a ringleader. It seems like they are trying to throw Bernardeschi under the bus. And nobody fell for it. Except Bradley, of course. Bruised ego and all. Bacala. Boy. Make him walk the plank. Make Bacala walk the plank. DeAndre Kerr, take it down for a free kick. TFC should be in blue and white. Well, header! What a save, Tyler Miller. Jaquil almost actually scored. What? Agreed. Vafanculo, Bob Bradley. Bob Bradley, Vafanculo. Bradley Vafanculo. Remember what they did to Allegri? Some random fan shouted that at Allegri earlier this season. Somebody took that sound clip and put it over American Psycho where Christian Bale's walking down the hall with the headphones. Yeah, that's been my state of mind for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. But it's Bradley Vafanculo instead of Allegri Vafanculo. Honestly, I would take Allegri over Bradley at this point. And Daniela probably just shuddered. But at this point, yeah, Juve Merda and all that, but still. What's the worst that could happen? Well, we play suffer ball. I think that's better than nothing. Samake shot over the bar. TFC lose 7-1. That would be a great result because that would be their first goal in a month. Did you just say, so wait, should be 7-0 then? August, maybe? He shouldn't play at all. Allegri Merda. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I thought so. I still want the Italian treble of European trophies, by the way, though. Well, technically, would it be a quadruple if Italy won the Nations League? Fair enough, yeah, quadruple. Domestic treble or continental treble. Nations League adds the fourth. Yes, you're right. That won't happen. It's probably better to go for the club treble, but still. We need Jose Mourinho. Well, why would you do that to Roma, though? Why would you do that to your Roma? Why would you do that? Yes, it's the fifth. It's 4:18. 4 minute 18 seconds. Now 4:22. 0-0. It started. Toronto actually had a pretty good chance. They could have made it 1-0. Huh. This team's actually trying. That's not the plan, damn it! Man, they must have really hated Armis. We were just really shit. Either way. Why doesn't Vasquez play? Injured. Just like everybody else. One of the 20 people injured. Pirlo to Roma, let's go. Honestly, Pirlo to Toronto, keep Jose in Roma. How you watch it on Apple TV? You have an Apple account, you have a MLS Season Pass subscription, and watch the match. It's not for free today. It's not the one that's in front of the paywall. Kerr offensive handball, of course. So, streameast.to might help you. You're welcome. If you want it for free, that might help you. Still a negative on the FA Cup final watch along? Yeah, negative. Should start fixing my freaking sleep schedule considering I'm going on vacation in late June. But, yeah. Try that site. It didn't work. Damn it. Well, I guess not then. FaZe Mace. I guess because Apple TV is hard to find. I guess it's hard to pirate Apple TV then. There's a football tab Did you go there? There's a tab for like each sport and like that drop down menu. Smoky Mountains, Sevierville, Tennessee. Going cottaging. That's what I'm doing. Nice. I'll still be doing content there. TFC plays Cincinnati while I'm there. I'll be live for that game too. Don't worry. And then the MRE review and then so on and so forth. All that. Maybe a vlog on that first day and then maybe an overall vlog after I get back. Type stuff. As it should be. I didn't watch Not a Champions, no. I saw Sammy and Owens retained. I saw Rollins was the world champ. I saw that the Usos turned on Roman. That's all I saw. Maybe I'll watch Not a Champions after this is over. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I got Peacock. I could watch his replay. I don't know. Bob Bradley would look like freaking Skeletor at that point. They'd be Weekend at Bernie's him to the games. Free kick for Insigne, 8th minute. Somehow TFC isn't playing too bad yet. They're actually trying. Bradley cracked the whip, didn't he? Well, that was a horrible trade. Cross. Boy. Can we just make Bacala walk the plank? Watch them win. Exactly. Exactly. When they win, I might be more pissed than if they lose. I want Bacala to walk the plank. You know, the pirate references, of course. A Pirate Looks at 40 by Jimmy Buffett is a wonderful song, by the way. Because Bradley's an idiot. That's why. Because Bacala needs to go. They need to send a message. The fans need to send a message because the big guns don't want to fire that idiot. That Bacala. Whatever you want to call him. They don't want to fire him. It's time for him to go. Yeah, they did say there would be wildlife around that cabin, yeah. That would be cool. Might get some cool pictures of just the area as well. Don't know if I'll post them, though. Who knows? Also, I think I'll do the RSRs, like, outside on the deck. Like, facing, like, the scene or whatever. The background, the scene. It'll look different, but it'll look pretty cool. Where was his wedding? Like, if I was going to do a destination wedding, it would probably be a beach. I'm mega rooting for DC tonight. You have no idea. I'm probably rooting for them more than you are. So. I won't go full Mike Leach about weddings, though. Littleton, Colorado, I'm guessing. Lol. 1-0 Chicago score against New England. Okay. Chicago scored. Okay. I guess today's just a weird day because we're playing well somehow. I don't know. We had a good front office. We had a good manager. We had a good culture. Things have really changed. Bill Manning is a poison. Saved by Tyler Miller. I believe it too. Game 5, Golden Knights win. Yeah, I'd put my money on that. I'd put my money on it. Turns out I should have never compared Bob Bradley to Mike Leach. I should have compared Armis and Bradley to Joe Moorhead. Because they both can't coach their way out of a paper bag. Sometimes you get lucky in a 7-game series. That's just the way it is. Especially when you're down. I mean, hey, Toronto won their Game 4 against the Florida Panthers. And then they got beat Game 5. So, same situation. least we didn't get swept. Carolina. I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better about the Leafs after what happened to Carolina. I feel a little bit better. Not exactly, but I feel a little bit. 12th minute. I told you. Mabica clears it. Nice play. Oh, yeah, I remember. I even said when I said he was terrible, he was going to score. So that one's probably, I probably woke up the football gods and they got me with that one. I don't know. Point is, you talk shit about somebody, they're probably going to score on you. I just got a great idea. Hold on. Let's see. I bet Christian Benteke can't score a hat trick. All he does is score tap-ins. Ted DiPietro, you got lucky for scoring on us the first time. I bet you won't do it again. That's at least 4. Okay. I bet Tyler Miller wouldn't score all the way across the field. That's 5. Insigne corner. Header, and of course, Hedges heads it past. Oh, Parkside Eatery, which is a good food hall, They had a bakery, chicken tender place, along with a Korean spot taco. That sounds pretty good. I agree. Yes. Wayne Rooney is a fraudulent manager who won't make DC come out swinging in the second half. Wayne Rooney's a joke. He looks like Shrek. You think he's a competent manager? I think we covered all our bases. There we go. I think we covered all our bases. 7-1 incoming. You're welcome. Probably over 45 minutes. You're welcome. With a Benteke hat trick, too. You're welcome. Let's see if it works again. I'm making sure Bradley gets sacked. If it worked for Zardes, it's going to work against us this week. I'm doing my part. TFC scored. What? Insigne corner. No way. No absolute way. No. Insigne cross. Header. Goal! DeAndre Kerr. It's 1-0 TFC. Makakatsu. It's 1-0 TFC. DeAndre Kerr. Bullet header, too, actually. I got to say, that was a pretty good header by DeAndre. 1-0 TFC. Bradley, you lucky son of a bitch. I'm not holding my tongue there. Screw it. DeAndre Kerr, great header. I'm happy for DeAndre. I'm sad because that means Bradley for now. Hey, maybe that's just the 1 in 7-1. Who knows? Maybe we needed to go ahead. Maybe that makes it hurt more. 15th minute. DeAndre Kerr, 1-0 TFC. Maybe that's the 1 in 7-1. Ajax's own. Yeah, that's Ontario. Ajax's own. Ajax is Netherlands. Yes, got it. Boom. I said we were going to lose today. Corner. DeAndre Kerr was not even covered on the header. He had a bullet header. That was a pretty good header. You mean the Dortmund of MLS. Get that right. I said they were going to lose today, and they're actually winning. What? You want me to swallow the red pill with TFC, which I have. I'm just hopeful. When I finally lost hope, they're winning. What? When we don't need to win either. Finally came out and said we need to lose, and I think we are losing, and they're somehow winning. I don't get it. I hope it's booing Bacala, not DeAndre. DeAndre doesn't deserve the boos. Lorenzo doesn't deserve the boos. It's Bradley and Bill. Oh, here comes DC. Good slide by Kobe Franklin. Hey, good play. Over to Barr. Really? I thought DC was good this year. They're 7th. They're in a playoff spot. They're in a playoff spot. What are you talking about? I'm the one who should be done with the season. And we're only 2 points away from a playoff spot now, but still 15. Let's see how the rest of the night plays out. Goal kick for Sean Johnson. I mean, I guess this team is loyal to Bradley. If the playoffs, either you get top 2 or not, everything else is irrelevant. You could still win without getting top 2. And honestly, top 4 is what gives you home field during the first round. So really, it's top 4. But still, you can make a run in MLS. If you make the playoffs, you have a chance. Whether you want to believe it or not, you have a chance. Top 4 makes it easier, but you still have a chance. 18th minute. Still have a chance. Hey, if this team needed a fire lit up their ass and they didn't have to fire the manager to do it, it's okay. They got a fire lit under their ass. Fair enough. Yeah, me too. I agree. I thought DC would be swamp ass, to be honest. But then again, I thought Montreal would be swamp ass too. So I was right about RSL, though. Wrong about Colorado. I thought they were going to bounce back. They didn't. I swear to God, if they're doing that. You know what? Now that I think it, you may be right. But you know what? If they're going to rig games, you know what? How about just rig the rest of the season and have us win the damn thing? And Leagues Cup. Why not? If you want to keep Bradley in, give him the success he deserves. Brandon Servania's off for Cozy Thompson. So even if we do win this game, there's 2 minuses. Bradley still has a job. Brandon Servania's hurt. Hey, maybe this is where 7-1 starts. I like Cozy, but he ain't no Brandon Servania, and we don't have Coelho to back up on. So there you go. And no, if I was managing, I can tell you one thing. Alonso Coelho would be my Michael Bradley. Even though he deserves it. I'd be playing Alonso Coelho in the center of midfield every game. He's that good. He's hurt. That's the problem. But once he was healthy, center of midfield every single game. He's that good, Alonso Coelho. I'll be banging on that drum until he leaves the club. How we doing, Mile High? It's Coelho season. Boom. Probably should buy a Coelho jersey next year instead of Insigne. I don't know. Or buy an Insigne Parley kit because he scored that cool goal of the Parley jersey. Buy Coelho next year. Boom. There we go. I just wanted to give some shine. Taxi Fontes will make us come back into the game at second half. He better. I put him in my squad pick. You know that MLS fantasy where you pick the players who score the goals, like 5 players a week? I put Benteke and Fontes in there. Yeah, I did. So, there you go. DC are always terrible the first half. Hopefully you keep it close. Hey, it's 7-1 in 45 minutes. Maybe 5-1, but it still should be more than a 3-goal loss. It hurts more if we just completely collapse. from 1-0. I legit can't believe we're winning. I legit can't believe it. I don't know what to say. There was a Bradley by the name of Bob, and Mr. Bacala didn't dare subvert. Once danger threatened him, he hit pay dirt. He knew just what to do. He'll suck and profit. $1 won't cut it. Yes, fans, it's you. I'll screw and screw and screw and screw. Suck and profit. One, duck and cover reference. Second of all, that was an Oddity Archive riff. Duck and cover Oddity Archive. You're welcome. Slight stealing, slight remix. I don't know. Oddity Archive is an amazing show, by the way. I wanted to pull that out no matter what tonight. So, there you go. Making money, yes. We'll be at 2K by the end of the Nations League, I bet. That's my guess. Before the start of Gold Cup. New England's fraudulent at home to... I told you New England was fraudulent. I can't believe we lost to them. I can't wait to go to Gillette Stadium. Well, the team, but you get my point. We'll somehow win there. For some reason, we've recently been better at Gillette Stadium than we have at home against New England. So, hey, maybe we win there. Maybe that hoodoo's dead. Let's go, Toronto. Who will win? I want DC to come back and win. I can't believe Toronto's up 1-0. Do we get 3 points or do we get Bradley fired? I don't know. I say Bradley fired is better for the long term. Oof. I don't want to do that, to be honest. I'm still going 5-1 DC. We're going to blow it. We're going to blow it. Same here. I said F. When I saw that article on MLSsoccer.com, I'm like, F. I didn't even read it. I'm like, it has to be an F. Turns out, no, D-. That's like me in math. One extra question gets you a D-. Cross in. As I said, I don't know how the hell I mustered staying in advanced math classes from grade 10 to grade 12. I have no idea. Just bare minimum enough to stay in them. And I should have never done that anyway. They didn't listen to you, though. They just gave you the classes that you were in. Technically, to graduate, you didn't need but 3 years of math, turns out. How I learned it? I was like, you only have to have 3 years of math to graduate. They're like, no, you're still taking advanced algebra 2. I'm like, they didn't listen to me. They forced it on me. I thought guidance counselors were supposed to listen to you. That's airing out laundry for no reason. And guess what? That was a class that gave me the most problem in my senior year. I was right. I know. And Richie Larea down. Of course. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I wouldn't. I get why. Well, hell, I didn't get why Soteldo hiked up one part of his legs, or his legs, his pant legs. Yes, there's the word. I don't know why. So Cozy basically doing the freaking short Daisy Dukes thing doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, fair enough. I agree with that. Yeah, I learned that one the hard way. As I said, Lucas from Spurs on a free. I could see him going to DC. Exactly. So why not lose? I guess DC didn't want to get another manager sacked. I thought that was their thing. Or is that Ben Olsen's thing? I don't know. Larea's okay. Thank God. I was about to lose it. Let's see. Yeah, because I have hope. That's why. I could call anything that isn't TFC pretty much on the money. When I have hope, that really ruins my decision-making process. You know? It is what it is. Did they just... Oh, there we go. 1-4-1 the last 6 matches, and somehow we're going to win this one. Well, at least as of now, if this holds. Nice play. Nice run, Insigne. Yeah, I feel like Bradley cracked the whip. No, I think Chelsea fans have spoke realistic truth on their team, like Lewis. I thought AFTV spoke the truth. I thought Troops spoke the truth. We're talking about the Kuiper thing. I know the situation. I didn't see what he said. But Northern Colorado hailstorms being Central Valley 4-0 at the half. Why couldn't that be us against DC? Huh? But yeah, seriously though, I'm not the only one. Yeah, call it like I see it. I call it like I see it. With an entertaining, charismatic twist. It's probably what, you know. But I think Lewis, Chelsea Fan TV, he speaks the truth. I think Troop speaks the truth about Arsenal, especially when they sucked. Goldbridge is a waffler. I agree with that. I think True Geordie, he doesn't even care about football anymore. He cares more about drama. But even then, I think he was a waffler when he was talking football. Let's see. Rory's a joke. I agree. Rory Jennings is a joke. I liked Alex Goldberg for Chelsea. I'm not the only one. Well, it used to be, though. Yeah, AFTV now sucks. You're right. True. I'll give you that one. When Troops left, they started to suck. And DT, but... Well, that part was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I thought y'all about a statement he made after he got let go. But, yeah, I saw that. Eric Miller deserves the start. I agree. '30th minute, 1-0 TFC. I can't believe it. New York's beating Philly. Oh, Miami, Montreal's playing each other, so one of them's going to lose. So that means we jump at least one spot. Yes. Remember, yes. I hope it's Montreal we jump. Or at least helps us jump a spot. Well, yeah, we would jump them. Yeah, true. Boom! Because they lose, we'd be at 16, they'd be at 15. There you go. Yeah. Hey, if we win, that's the plus side. We jump Montreal or Miami, but, you know, I don't think they'll draw. I think somebody's losing that match. Vamos Miami. Or, hold on. Vamos Miami. Boom. Yeah, he left the club, but it's still a cool shirt. Worth putting it in my collection with Pozuelo on it. Boom. So that's multiple Toronto shirts, Nashville, Miami, St. Louis, Vancouver. They'll be out for a goal kick. 1-0 Orlando. Well, Winvo must be happy. Atlanta sucks. Look who's talking. I know. DC plays Montreal on May 31st. Well, hey, if DC can't do the business against us here, I hope they do the business against Montreal. I guarantee you, though, the next away game TFC plays will be the most spineless performance we've seen for them in ages. I guarantee it. I bet Bradley said, I know I'm getting booed tonight. We don't lose at home. I have a feeling he may have said that. I know you're probably going to crack on me, but just not at home. Am I crazy? Maybe, but he's more worried about his own ass than the team. So you know what? It's probably what he did. They're doing the job. Third, 34th minute. 1-0. What was I about to say? 38. Wayne Rooney, 2010 Footballer of the Year and FIFA Pro World 11. That doesn't matter about managers. Yeah, I'm wearing the Vancouver Whitecaps jersey for the Canadian Championship Final. I want the Meteor. Some Toronto fans don't like that, but you know what? Having to choose between the redheaded stepchild, the scum, I think we'd all choose Vancouver. That's just my guess. Yeah, I miss Pozuelo. Turns out he only has a 6-month contract in Turkey. Maybe we could sign him back as a 10. Admit letting him go was a dumb idea. If we had a 10, I think things would be a lot easier offensively, but that's just me. I'm sure he'd want to come back. Do the Heat win tonight? I don't know, actually. At this point, I'm more likely thinking it goes to 7. Richie Larea has a chance here. Shot, cross, behind, past the post. Shaquille could have made it 2. But it goes slightly past the post. Oh, my word. We could have been up 2-0. I think you have to do both. I think the stadium has to go back to 2021 attendances, and also the Ultras make the noise. TFC are actually winning somehow. That's how it's going. And they actually don't look half bad, which is not the point. Not today. All I know is the last time I bought a vanilla Coke bottle, they won when they played NYCFC. Turns out, had another one today. They're winning. I guess I got to go to BP every freaking match day and buy a freaking vanilla Coke bottle. I know that doesn't matter. I'm just saying it's ironic. What'd I do the last time they won? The Miami game. Did I? Did I? I don't remember. Because they've only had 2 wins, and this would be their 3rd. Chivas. But we'll see tomorrow night. Should be a fun one. I can't believe it. Sapong! He's in through. No foul. CJ Sapong plays back to Cozy Thompson, but it goes to Lewis O'Brien, but still Cozy. Cozy. Still Cozy Thompson. Cross in. Headed away. The ball finally be cleared. I have no idea. Canada. Oh, I thought I read Nations League. My mind legit just flipped that on me, but still. Well, I don't know. That may be me. I don't know if that's a whole catch-all thing. I mean, vanilla Coke is my favorite flavor, and it's hard to find cans, but there's still the bottles. You know, so. For some reason, there's no cans anymore. At least not where I'm at, which sucks. But I don't watch pay-per-views that regularly anymore, so you know what? It is what it is. Talking about Mexico, right? I can't believe the season's almost half over in MLS. 2 games from now will be halfway. Time flies by. New England trail it against Chicago 2-1. Noel Buck score for New England. Oh, they actually brought back the cans? So it was just a COVID restriction. Okay. I need to go look. I saw what happened. I didn't watch the pay-per-view. Like, I could watch the pay-per-view as a replay over, you know. Like, on Peacock, I could watch the pay-per-view as a replay. I mean, I know the results. I'd like to see that AJ versus Seth match. It sounded like a pretty good match. And I'd like to see Sammy and Owens versus Roman and Solo, and how Jimmy turned on Roman. I saw the super kick picture, and I saw what Squared Circle said about it. But right to Tyler Miller, 39th minute. 2-2 New England. Huh. Interesting. Well, yeah, Chicago sucks anyway, so. That would still be 17 points. What? Talk about movies or something? Or, oh, 2-1 still. Okay. Talk about movies or something? Plays? Do you like drinking Radlers? I've never heard of those in my life. Yeah, Schaffelberg's going to score a hat trick on y'all. Now it's 2-2. What? Offside. Bobby Wood. Bobby Wood has somehow found his feet. I don't know why. Like, for some reason, for Bruce Arena, getting his old players who are almost past it somehow turned things around. I don't know, besides Josie. Josie lost cause. But Bobby Wood? Bobby Wood sucked at RSL just as much. Bobby Wood's actually somewhat good again. Acting like it's 2013. You kidding me? Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy's down. 41st minute. Nah, that doesn't sound appetizing. Yeah, appetizing is the word. That doesn't sound good to me. Unless you put, like, some sort of juice in Guinness. No. But then again, well, no, Guinness Guru did it. Iron Bray! With a horrible Scottish accent too. At Nashville versus Colorado versus Charlotte and at Chicago. That's at least 9 points. Maybe 6 or 7. But I wouldn't say 12. DeAndre Kerr making the run. 42nd minute. TFC has had an amazing half. They've responded to the drama adequately, I guess. Yeah. Montreal still has a -10 goal differential, and they're still over Toronto. What the hell, man? I can't believe we're winning. 42nd minute. Stir fry for dinner. That sounds pretty good. 12 goals from open play, 9th most in MLS. That's for DC. I still like the DC Cherry Blossom kits. I really like that. Gotta say. That one I would definitely put in my collection. I definitely would. Probably because it's a Cherry Blossom kit, but that's just me personally. LAFC. I was going to predict the match in full on Tuesday. I'll predict the tie in full on Tuesday, but I'll give it to you. LAFC. You could hear my reasons on Tuesday, though. But it is what it is. LAFC wins the Champions League. Leon being out of commission for like almost a month. Oh, Sean Johnson almost gave one up. Free kick the other way. Benteke throw in. I was actually going to be nice about how TFC played. Turns out they almost screwed it up anyway. "44th minute. I cannot believe it. We are almost past the first half leading this game. We are leading this game. "1989 in Ireland. I asked for a Guinness and lime at a pub, and the bartender said no one ever asked for that before." Is it good, though? Like with the lime? Is that good, though? Because if it is, might as well try it. I mean, the best I could do is buy a can and put the lime, squeeze the lime in there. But you know what? What's the worst that could happen? The cans aren't good. I know, especially in the USA. I know the cans are probably not the most advantageous way of drinking it, but you know, that's best you could do. So I guess you've had it too. "45th minute. How much stoppage time? Looks like DC will make 2 subs. 2 minutes of stoppage time. TFC is leading 1-0 in some crazy way. So you have, okay. Can or tap? It makes me mad. I'm just flabbergasted. That's all at this point. I'm flabbergasted. 3 subs. Pedro Santos, Andy Nahar, and Taxi Fontes. They're taking off Samake. Yep, it is Taxi Fontes. They're putting on everybody. Bottle. Well, yeah, that's probably why. Bottle's probably even worse than a can. Philadelphia equalizer. Ted DiPietro for Taxi Fontas. Pedro Santos is on. And Andy Nahar for Samake. Pedro Santos is on as well. Rooney's trying to save this game. He knows damn well that he could probably easily win this game. He should be, at least. Puts on three of his better players on even before the half. 2 subs and 2 windows. And he still has the halftime sub. And that's a yellow card for Mark Anthony Kaye. I don't watch Gideon. I don't. So, no. I don't. Lewis O'Brien is down. Yeah, that's definitely a foul. But TFC might just take the lead to the half. Good Lord. Exactly. I agree. Because you shouldn't save your sub for the last 5 minutes. That one's at Bacala. If you have to make a sub, you make a sub, and preferably at the half. If you know you should be winning a game and it hasn't got completely out of hand, but that's just me. If you think you need to make a sub to save the game and you know you should be winning that game, shot save! Header down. Goal kick for Johnson. Bob Bradley said a prayer before the game. Yeah, he does seem kind of like one of those people who say the Lord gives his toughest soldiers the hardest battles or something. Yeah, Bob Bradley does seem like that type of person. I could totally see him saying that. 48th minute, it's halftime. TFC are leading. In some way, shape, or form, they are leading, and they've actually played pretty good. Let's see if it holds. 1-0 TFC at the half. They've actually been playing well. What can you do? They've actually been playing well. 1-0 TFC. No. Insigne or bust. Insigne, Costa, take it or leave it. If you want one of our more expensive players. You ain't getting Fetty. Take it or leave it. Costa for Insigne. And then we'll dump Costa, go sign Lucas Hansen and Pozuelo back. At least that's the way I see it. Or if we can't get Lucas, try to get Schaffenberg back. Either way. I don't want Douglas Costa either, but you know what? At least it's probably easier to cut him. Hell no. You ain't getting Bernadeschi. He's an untouchable in my book. Hopefully they destroy Bob's team. Well, if they're going to win, they wouldn't do that. But then again, funnily enough, speaking of a manager who is playing this weekend, Veljko Paunovic, he won a game at Reading and they sacked him straight after. So you know what? Sometimes maybe you have to make the call anyway, you know? Even if you do win the game. But they wouldn't do that. Make them think things are going right. Well, hey, if that makes us win, sure. Hey, if it makes us win, and turn this season around, you know what? It's worth it. He was going to hell anyway for being a football terrorist. I don't think he's losing anything by selling his soul. It makes it better for us, but he wasn't losing anything. So you know what? I don't want Ricky Pooj either, so fair. Galaxy, you've got a lot worse problems. If a hit piece or a expose came out about the Galaxy like they did with TFC and Fetty, y'all would crumble under the pressure. TFC, for some reason, feels like they got the whip cracked on them and they're winning. So I don't know, personally. Maybe Bradley did sell his soul, but you know what? It's good for me. We're going to win. Inexplicably turn things around. So you know what? Play up to our level. So I don't think Bradley's losing anything either if he sold his soul. As I said, football terrorist. Football terrorist going to HE double hockey sticks. What's your reaction on Luton Town qualifying for the Premier League? I'm happy for them. They deserve it. It's nice to see a smaller side come up that low to get to the Premier League. It also shows people like Wrexham and Notts County that they could do it as well with a lot more money, especially Wrexham. So it's good for football. It's good for football that a team like Luton Town has made it to the Prem. They have their small stadium, and they've made that climb over the past 10 years. And that's pretty good to see. So I'm happy for Luton Town. I want them to win, and they won. So is it by the skin of their teeth? Yes. But you know what? That's probably the way it was going to go down anyway. So saw that. So I'm happy for them. Charlotte beating Chattanooga 3-0. Good for them. Winvo must be happy, I think. I agree, but it's cool because it's a small stadium. So I'd like to see what they do to it because they have to make upgrades. I like to see what they do with it. Well, yeah, that's true, but I'm just saying it's good for football because it shows a team like Wrexham with a lot more money could still make this jump and probably quicker. And people are saying that Wrexham, it's going to take them a long time to get to the Prem. They could get up to the championship quickly, but people are saying it's going to take them a long time to get to the Prem. I don't think so. They're going to get the money on their way up and down the levels. With that being said, or their way up the levels, I should say. But with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats. We'll be on our way, sit tight. And no, they're winning, so we're so back. I'm joking. Sit tight, we'll be back. Halftime break, sit tight. And we're back for the stats at the half. I can't believe what I'm saying, but let's go. 53% possession to 47% possession, 6 shots to 3, 212 accurate passes, 87% to 178, 81%, 2 fouls to 5, 1 offside to 2, 3 corners to 1, 6 shots to 3, 3 shots on goal to 2, 245 passes to 219. 7 throws to 15, 1 yellow card to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 1-0 at the half. TFC is winning. TFC is leading this game. They are winning over DC United. 14th minute goal by DeAndre Kerr. The header, the bullet header, has put Toronto up, and they are leading this game after all the clownery that has happened this week. They are winning. They're almost pulling off a result here. I can't believe it, to be honest. TFC's playing a clean game. They're playing a clean game. And they look damn good. They're playing a clean game. They look damn good. I actually can't believe it, to be honest. It's crazy. It's legitimately crazy that Toronto is, they're leading. I don't know. I don't know what to say. They're playing an amazing game. They're playing amazingly. Awesome. They're playing awesome. They're playing tough. It's a clean game. Good game. No Bernadeschi, I guess no problem. We'll see what happens in the second half. But right now, is this fool's gold, or are they actually winning? Are they actually playing good? Did the whip get cracked? Did half the team listen to Bernadeschi? Are things getting better? And Bradley had to sit him? Or are they just lucky? Or are they just showing a spine because they're playing at home and they don't want a giant riot to happen? They're afraid of what the South End will do if they play completely spinelessly. I think a loss would still do it, but definitely 3-0 or more would put them behind the 8 ball. So I don't know. Maybe they're afraid of the South End. We'll see what happens the next time they play on the road. If they play good there, loss or not, draw, maybe things have turned a corner, ironically enough, but I'm not going to say things have turned a corner yet. First, I have to win tonight. Then we'll see what happens on the next game. Away game, I should say. Speaking of, when does St. Louis play? St. Louis is at the 3rd minute, so I'll be able to at least watch half of their game. Sure. That's good. Oh, they're playing Vancouver, too. That's cool. Kick their ass. They'll be playing at home against Chicago. June 3rd is against Minnesota on the road. So our next away game is Minnesota. Okay. Well, there you go. Stars tied up 1-1. Let's go, Vegas. Own that fraud. Interesting. But DC is definitely taking the momentum since they've made their subs, so this could go completely south. I would hope that's the case, but MLSE would probably be like, hey, you at least got 5 or 6 games more. This buys him a little bit of time. I don't know if it's 1 more game or if it's multiple games or if it's another month. But problem is he probably shouldn't get all that time if they don't choke. But that's the question, if they don't choke. Or maybe they have the smartness to say, you know what? They won, but you still suck. Get on. Something like that. I don't know. Vegas. Second half's about to start. TFC looking to hold this lead through this 45 and hopefully be out of 15th place. Exactly. I mean, winning isn't really good for TFC. Winning makes this go a bit longer, this clown show go a bit longer, whether it's another week with 3 extra points or it's another month, who knows what happens. Personally, we go into Gold Cup with Bob still as our manager with half our teams gone because they're at Gold Cup. Trust me, that's not fun. That's not going to end well unless they pack some points. Here we go. Nahar. Still plays it back. 46 minutes. Shot blocked away from Canals by K. It's like Moyes with West Ham. No, Moyes isn't as bad as Bradley. Yeah, no, it's TFC. Who are you kidding? A 2-0 would secure a win. It's TFC. Who are you kidding? The last time we had a 2-0 lead, oh, wait, we blew the damn thing. Let's not act we're talking about, or let's act like we're talking about TFC here, I should say. 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in football, but with TFC, you could times that by 100. I'm not comfortable till they're up 3 or 4, to be honest. I don't care how much they're stifling somebody, like that Miami game. I don't care. I'm always clenching. I want Vegas, but I know it's going to be the Panthers the way they're playing. Vegas is a real team, though. Similar to what I just said, except a little bit different. Most foolish instead of the most dangerous, but still. Vegas is a real team. The Panthers, well, yeah, that's true. That's why it's dangerous. They score another, well, if you got enough time left, you might just lose the damn thing. Exactly. That's the point. That's going to go out. The way they're playing, they seem solid so far. Again, we're talking about Toronto FC here. I don't care how solid they look. I don't care. God knows that something's going to happen. '48th minute. I'm surprised they played this good. That is true, but who knows if that lasts. I feel like they might be afraid of the supporters. Hey, if they have the fear of God supporters in them, why do they not play this way the whole season? I legit think they're afraid of a riot. That's probably why they're playing so good, because if they win at home, there won't be a riot. I have no faith in that idiot. Thank you very much. And I've seen this stuff happen manager after manager. So you know what? Even Vanny, this stuff happened to sometimes. So, yeah. Maybe the players showed up the first half to show they want to be in Toronto. The second half, they give a half-ended, half-assed performance, and this gets Bob and Bill to sack. That's actually a good idea. The players admit they want to be here. They have talent. The second half, they absolutely collapse to get Bob and Bill fired. Actually, I didn't think of it that way. Huh. No, Mike Leach is. No, if any coach is my mentor, it's the late, great Mike Leach. The Pirate. I don't have a Bacala poster. I don't have a Mike Leach one either, but I sure as hell don't have a Bob Bradley poster. Sure as hell don't. I just had a caldo jalapeno. Highly recommended, especially cold days. I guess especially means it's not cold, but when it is cold. I have to look that up. But when it comes to association football coaches, my biggest inspirations of those would be Jose Mourinho and Carlo Ancelotti, Maurizio Sarri, but Mike Leach above all else. I am a Pirate. Swing your sword. Montreal scored. Well, we'll be above somebody. Insigne will move up one space because, well, Miami was at 16 points as well. So we'll move up one space. Boom, we're 14. As long as we hold. Let's go. Let's go. They make Bacala posters, I'm sure, with U.S. I'm sure with like the U.S. gear or something. I mean, who knows? There's posters of everything. Free kick. Free kick at least for DC. This could be a penalty. Let's see. Fountas plays it back to O'Brien. Lewis O'Brien tackled slightly outside the box. But K is the one who made the tackle. And he's already on a yellow, so he's at least off. But right now it is a free kick, especially if they go to VAR. But it is a free kick. Brian was tackled outside the box, right on the line, slightly. It'll be a free kick for DC. At least. It looks like they'll give the free kick. St. Louis score against Vancouver. Edouard Leuven. 1-0 St. Louis. You love to see it. Heat down by 6 in the first. Scary shit could happen. I said it might go 7. The Celtics are right. Don't let them get 1. They've got 2, and they might just get 3. Header! Past the post. Goal kick for Sean Johnson. Yeah, we got a horseshoe stuck up our ass tonight. Yeah, there's your answer. Gino is not happy right now, I bet. At least about the Heat. I don't listen to the radio, so I use Spotify and Sirius XM. I don't listen to the radio. The only games I'd listen to on radio is if it was Mike Shannon calling a Cardinals game. Because Mike Shannon was above and beyond. All right? Rest in peace to Mike Shannon, by the way. Just passed, a couple of weeks ago? Rest in peace to the legend Mike Shannon. If we got to play the Celtics, we lose home court. Denver's still better. Even in Toronto, they don't even want to broadcast it. I don't think listening to a football match on the radio would be fun anyway. Like, baseball's perfectly paced for the radio. You know, if you think about it, baseball is perfectly paced for the radio. Football, though? Nah. I mean, watchalongs do pretty good, but you know. Ryan versus Bacala, Hell in a Cell match with special guest referee Chris Armas. Just like a Roman Reigns match, that match would definitely have a ref bump in it. Don't worry. Caused by yours truly. because there's a ref bump in every Roman Reigns match since he won the title, but you get the point. Who's bumped more refs, Jeff Jarrett or Roman Reigns? I don't know. Final score 1-0 Toronto FC. It's bittersweet at this point. I want Bacala gone. Antonio Conte, Maurizio Sarri. I know I'm shooting for the stars here. Andrea Pirlo. And we'll ref bump Elfath as well. How about that? 2 ref bumps. What the hell, the WCW is this? What in the WCW is this? Is Vince Russo rotting this shit? Is Vince Russo booking this shit? 2 ref bumps. Is this TNA? And the host is Greg Vanny. I'm fine with that. Him and Michael Cole, I'm fine with that. Final score 2-0. 56 minutes. Shot Insigne over the bar. That was actually a good shot. Andrea Pirlo. Honestly, yes. Well, then again, though, Yoko Ono did get John Lennon killed. Honestly, actually, now I think about it. You know what? I'd be a little bit weary. I'd be a little bit leery of that. Well, I'm not taking a bump through the announce table, so I'm not Shane McMahon. Now, I may put Bradley through the announce table, but I'm not taking a bump through the announce table. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Do I look like Shane McMahon or Mick Foley for that matter? I may be crazy, but a bump through the announce table off Hell in a Cell is a burial. You don't do that to me. If you're main eventer, why are you going through the table off the Hell in a Cell? There we go. There's the word. Yeah. Okay. No, that's too much. He doesn't deserve a burning table. Come on now. He might suck as a manager, but a burning table? Do I look like Jon Moxley? This isn't CZW. Why would I put him through a burning table? This isn't CZW. By the way, unless you're Kane, who gets to use a burning table in WWE anyway? Honestly, I'm fine with that. You're acting like Bully Ray. 1, 2, 3, get the tables! There we go. Devon, get the tables! You're going through the table. You can go put it on social media to get over. You're going through the table. Well, I mean, get Perea out, you might. Orlando doesn't really scare me. They're good, but they don't scare me. 60th minute. But speaking of the Dudleys, I'm actually a fan of the Dudleys. Even now, still the fan of the Dudleys. It was sad to hear. Prayers to Zlatko. Prayers to Zlatko. Condolences to Zlatko. It's nice that the players were backing him too, because those players have definitely been helped by Zlatko, I can tell you that much. I was talking about Bully Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley. Not Spike, though. I could. NBA legend Jared Dudley. Jared Dudley's not a legend. If he's the type of legend, freaking damn it. Legend that Kwame Brown is. Or what's his name? Richard Jefferson. There we go. Richard Jefferson is what record? The Champions League record? Okay, it's a bubble ring. If the Raptors could have beat the Celtics, he would not have got that ring. Honestly, I think COVID hurt the Raptors. If COVID never happened, the Raptors would have went back-to-back. Russell Canals is down. He sits back up, 62nd minute, 1-0. Yes, rest in peace to Tina Turner, the queen of rock and roll. Point is the Raptors should have won the title in 2020 as well. I feel like they got jobbed by the world and the fact that Siakam didn't train at all during COVID. COVID doesn't happen, the Raptors win the championship back-to-back. Or if Siakam could have just trained back-to-back. Nice. Canals is up for DC. He's been playing really well, 63rd minute. The Raptors should have went back-to-back. They legitimately did bottle that game against the Celtics, though. Who knows? Maybe. Well, I think they would have beaten that Heat team. Yeah, I do. Had they won that Game 7 against the Celtics. They would have beaten that Heat team. I believe it. '64th minute. TFC is winning 1-0, and now they're down on possession 45-55, but they're still winning. But DC is looking for that equalizer at the very least. Lowry going at it with Jaylen Brown right now. That doesn't surprise me. Lowry's got that dog in him. Kyle Lowry has got that Philly spirit. He'll go at it with anybody if you cross him. Kyle Lowry's about that life. That doesn't surprise me. Messi also tied Deni Alves' record for most trophies for club and country with his 43rd trophy. Good for Messi. He tied Cristiano Ronaldo's scoring record for the Europe's top 5 leagues, 16 goals and 16 assists in league play. 496 career league goal Europe. Good for Messi. He truly is the GOAT, even though the World Cup proved it. 1-0 Austin. Okay. Headed forward. '65th minute. 25 more minutes. TFC is still leading. Wire to wire, pretty much. Insigne, is he onside? It goes out anyway. Zardes scores against Houston. That doesn't surprise me. Did I? No, I didn't. 65th minute. Montreal's 8th in the conference. TFC's only made one sub because they had to. They're still not making subs. But it looks like DC will make their 4th sub with their 2nd window. Christian Diome is on for Russell Canouse. Christian Diome is on. One more sub and one more window for DC. Not me. Not me. Not at all. I did not have that on my card. No. You know what? Like, MLS should make a game, like a bingo card game, and you get to, how do I put this? Like, you choose what you think's going to happen. You got, like, you have to make a line. So you choose the most likely things, and that's like your picks for the week, like some other thing. It's not exactly bingo, but you get my point. Shot over the bar. Goal kick for TFC, 67th minute. DC's knocking at the door. TFC got that one goal. And honestly, Graham sounds right. TFC's been playing like crap since the half, but DC just hasn't been able to score. So far, TFC is shithousing this win. Heat only down 3 now. Do MLS training cards if you collect? I have not collected MLS baseball cards. No. I would like to, if I could find them. Are there even MLS baseball cards? Trading cards, baseball cards, same colloquialism, but is there really? Like, I've never seen them. 68th minute. Still 1-0. But yeah, I feel like Graham is right about the team here. It kind of looks like they're just going through the motions and somehow they're not losing or even drawing. Could change. Diome versus Kobe Franklin. Aime Mabaka makes the tackle. That'll be a goal kick, goes forward. Still, Aime Mabaka is amazing. If I'm being honest, I think Mabaka might have just taken the starting job from Rosted. He might have. Once Rosted gets back, I think Mabaka might have just taken the starting job. Free kick for TFC. Ready for Leagues Cup. Yes, I can't wait. Hopefully TFC brings form like this into Leagues Cup instead of what they've been bringing the past, 5 games? 69th minute. But still, personally, the way I see it, I think Aime Mabaka, I think he may have earned the job, the starting job as the other center back over Rosted. I know Rosted's been hurt, but I think Mabaka has been just putting on. He's looked awesome. He's looked great since he's came over. He legit has. If we score again, I think we might be over Chicago. I think. Oh, they're still playing. How many wins? We have 3 wins. As of now, they have 3 wins, so it's about the goal differential. We score again, and we hold. We score again, and we win. We're over them as well. Nice. I think, yeah. Corner here. 70th minute. Free kick for Insigne. Interesting. $50. Interesting. For trading cards. 70th minute. Free kick, pretty much like a corner. Insigne Swung one in. Could he swing the other? And that's not going to go in. Like, if we somehow blew out DC 3-0 or 4-0 after all this, we would be like 13th or 12th instead of 14th. Jefferson Savarino, 1-0 RSL over Minnesota. Interesting. I'm not saying it'll happen. I'm just saying. Goal differential wise. '71st minute. Do you listen to reggaeton? Yes, I do. Dance hall reggaeton, I listen to, yes. Yes, I do. TFC score a second. Oh, my word. Plays forward. Kobe Franklin. Mabaka still going. Insigne. How behind am I? Insigne. Cross. Switches the play. Kerr. DeAndre Kerr. Making the run. Richie Larea crosses. Sapong. Insigne. Cross. Cozy Thompson. Scores 2-0. TFC. 2-0. Cozy Thompson. 2-0 TFC. They came out to play, and they might have just won this one. '72nd minute. Cozy Thompson. What a shot. Insigne with 2 assists. Holy shit, Bradley cracked the whip. They might just... Okay, if that had to happen just to crack the whip, you know what? Maybe. Good goal, though. Hey, they've both been good goals, but yeah. This saved Bradley's ass for another month, right? Was it worth it? Who knows? Ma che cazzo, yeah. If that's the case, yeah, ma che cazzo. 72nd minute. 2-0 TFC. If this saved Bradley's ass for another month and we play like shit, I don't like it. Akinola for Kerr is the sub. Poor Bernadeschi. He put his neck on the line and they're winning the game he got sat in. I can't believe it. Scored 2+ goals 6 times this season. 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses. We'll see if that becomes 2-2-2. I know that other draw was Charlotte. The win was Miami. Let's see. The other draw. That was a loss. Can champ. $1-0. Yeah, the other one was a 1-0 win. 2-0, 74th minute. I'm frustrated with tonight's result. Is it a good result for the team? Yes, it gets them out of the bottom of the league, but the fact that Bradley's still there, I don't know. Yeah, Steve called it. Let's see, what was the other 2? We scored 2 goals against Philly. That was the loss, one of the losses. We scored 2 against Atlanta. That was the other draw. What was the other loss then? DC, yes. DC. So DC and Philly were the 2 losses. The 2 draws were Charlotte and Atlanta. The 2 wins will look like to be Philly and DC at home. Headed away. That's the way it looks. 75th minute, 2-0. TFC, let's see if they've climbed the table a little bit more on goal differential. Let's see. No, they're just equal to Chicago. Goal scoring, I guess. Let's see. Is it the goal scored thing? Let's see. Yeah, they've scored more goals than us. Yeah. So we have to score another. We'd have the same amount of wins, but we have to score another to have the goal differential. And then we've scored more than Red Bull, so we'd actually jump them too. And we'd be behind New York because of our win total, but have a better goal differential. So we score another goal, we actually get into 12th, ironically enough, if we hold the 0. So, interesting. They need to score another goal. Why not? Chicago is their next match on 5/31. May 31st, they play Chicago at home, 6:30. DC's horrible. But Chicago is too. We might just win 2 straight. It's going to end 2-0. But if it doesn't, if it ends 3-0, we climb the table even more. I could take it, you know. Get another one. If we're going to win, let's get another one. Come on. At least get us out of, like, the dead bottom. Like, climb out of the cellar with your head popping out, you know? Then you beat Chicago. Oh, well, okay, that doesn't help. Chicago took the lead against New England, 3-2 Chicago. Well, that don't help. Now it's -2 goal differential, but we'd still be above the Red Bulls. My boy Kai Kamara's the GOAT. But it was Selassie who scored. So, but yeah, Kai Kamara, true. He is good, but Chicago did score, but it was... We do score again. That would put us 13th instead, though, so... Yeah. Well, that's better than nothing. I agree with that. I agree. But this is bittersweet. Like, they played well. The team played well. They actually showed some resolve, which TFC, with Armis, that's the difference. They wanted that man out. I think these players want Bradley out, the majority of them, whether they have the balls to admit it or not. But deep down, I think they all know they'd probably be better without him. But with this chaos, they showed a backbone and showed some quality under adversity. And Insigne had his best game as a TFC player, arguably. So, again, this team, as I said, has the talent to do something. It's the management that is the poison. As I said, this just proves it. The team, the players have talent. It's the freaking management that's poison. I think this game proves it with 100%, no doubt. What's the scoreline? 2-0 TFC. But again, what this game says more than anything is that the players have talent. The players have a spine. They have potential. This team could be great. But the management is poison. Somehow, under all this adversity, we won this game. Pretty dominantly, too. If we win, we would be in a playoff spot next week or next Wednesday. So, hey, if we win 2 straight, things look a bit better, right? I say a bit, not exactly. But seriously, that's my thought. Adversity. Under Armis, they completely collapsed. They wanted that man out. They weren't worried about his... It was down to the players, I think. I think they felt the fire, so to speak. I don't think it's because they want Bob to stay. I think they wanted to prove that this isn't on to them, or to have a chance to get out of the slump. I think they wanted to prove that if it's down to anybody, it's Bob, not the players. As I've said, the players, they are potential in this roster. There is good players on this roster. This roster isn't complete crap. This roster has good players. This roster has high potential. the fact that they haven't hit it is just weird. I think they do. Correct me if I'm wrong. 3-3 New England equalizes. Nice. Nice. Yeah, they are bipolar. I agree with that. I think expansion starts or promotion 2 years from now, mind you. Tapatio would be going to that third league, the reserve league, so to speak, whatever you want to call it. 80th minute, 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. And if TFC scores, they will jump both Chicago and Red Bulls at this moment. Because it's 3-3 now with New England. I would like to see Bradley and Liga MX just to see him get his ass kicked. Jaquil. Shot saved by Tyler Miller. Yeah, I thought so. I'd like to see Miguel Herrera in MLS. Or Tuca Ferretti. I'd like to see Tuca Ferretti. See, things aren't as far off. Depends. If it sucks, I hate it. If it's a good game, I'll be okay with it. But are you talking about like 7:30 is late? Or are you talking about going on the West and playing a Western team at like 10:30? What are you talking about? Shot! That'll be a corner. Jeez, the Stars are fighting. Josie Altidore scored, of course. I'd love to see Bacala in Central America. What under-the-radar coach would you like to see in MLS? I'd say Pirlo's under the radar now because he spent time in Turkey. I thought the team was good attacking-wise. Yeah, Pirlo. I'd like to see Pirlo coach TFC. Andrea Pirlo. Corner, 82nd minute. I guess Pirlo would be under the radar at this point. Klitsch. Take the corner. Mateusz Klitsch. 83rd minute. All games at 5:30. Cross in. Well, I mean, 6:30 isn't too bad either. TFC scores again. They would be 12th in the conference. There's a lot of Italian diaspora in Toronto. Just look at Woodbridge, Vaughan, York region. There's a lot of Italians in the GTA. There was a big diaspora of Italians in the greater Toronto area. Also, Quebec, Montreal has a good amount too, because they used to be the team that worked on the Italian connection as well. But Toronto is known for their Little Italy areas. Just look at how the Italians celebrated en masse during the Euros. There's a lot of Italians in the GTA, especially the York region. So it was sort of fan service, but there's also a lot of Portuguese as well. But there's a lot more Italians. So it's really just because of the York region, Vaughan, Woodbridge. Just, if you knew Woodbridge and Vaughan, you would know. Or just look up Toronto Italian fans celebrating Euro 2021. It's mind-boggling. '85th minute. Well, I wouldn't say it's mind-boggling, but it's crazy. So it was sort of fan service, but, you know, they needed the money after the COVID pandemic, so that's probably why they did it. But Bernadeschi's and Insigne's good players, so, you know, it's not like, oh, yeah, Javinko was a star there, too. That's awesome. That's awesome. TFC playing forward. Oh, come on. He had that. I know my stuff. Columbus Crew winning MLS Cup. No, they're not. Wilfred Nancy's a good manager. They're not winning MLS Cup. Not this year, at least. No, Everton goes down. Leeds stay up. Leicester goes down. Put your money on it. Everton goes down. Leeds stay up. Leicester goes down. I kind of like that Serie A has their own final day next weekend because Serie A is the best top 5 league. What do you know about that? I love CBS Sports Golasso. DC score 2-1. So far it looks like it's still a win. Cross. Headed away. Shot. Tapped in. Tapped in Benteke. Christian Benteke scores 2-1. Well, that still has us 14th. Christian Benteke makes it 2-1. No, he loves Toronto. He just hates Bacala. But if they start winning, I think winning cures all ills. Winning cures all ills. The only reason is because he was tired of the performances. Now, if there's more of a collaboration as well as they start winning, I think he loves Toronto, the fact he wouldn't leave, but it helps if they start winning. But I don't think he leaves. Insigne, on the other hand, they definitely have to start winning. No, Inter Milan. Inter wins the Champions League. Christian Benteke scores. Former Liverpool player. We got 88th minute. Hey, if it goes away, I'll scratch it out. Benteke scores. Agreed. Forza Inter. Let's go. Let's go. Dai Roma. Forza Fiorentina. Forza Inter. Yes. Yes. For the UEFA finals. And they are going to VAR, at least checking VAR. I agree, but Italy isn't. There's been 3. It is a goal. Thought so. 2-1, 88th minute. Can TFC hold the 3 points at the very least? They still win on Wednesday. They're in a playoff spot or right there. I agree. Dai Roma. Remember, everybody, it's Dai Roma, not Forza Roma. I'm not wrong. And if Juve still made the Europa League final, it would have been Roma for me. But especially now that Sevilla. Not sure Germany's a 2-team league when Bayern have won the Bayern Liga 11 straight seasons. But Dortmund almost won the league. But you know why Serie A is not a 1-team league? 3 straight non-Juventus champions. I know, right? Who would have thought? Inter, AC Milan, and Napoli, which I was happiest about Napoli, you know. Sadly, Insigne wasn't part of it. That hurt. Kvaratskhelia, though, that man, oh boy. That man Kvaratskhelia, though, he's damn good. He's good. Sure you are. Header past the post into the 90th minute. I wouldn't hate Toronto trading for Kvaratskhelia, basically one for the other. I wouldn't hate it. What grade were you in 11 years ago? So that was 2011. Grade 4. Yeah, grade 4. 11 years ago was 2011, yeah. Or wait. 2013 was 10. 2012, no, grade 5. You're right. 2012, grade 5. Yeah, there we go. I was in grade 5. Hugo Mbong's coming on. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, 11 years ago was 2012. My bad. See, I'm bad at math. Grade 5. Just about to get out of elementary school. 11 years ago. Byron have won their league since you were in grade 5. I know. I know. I can't believe it. 5 more minutes. How about synchronized swimming? That sounds more fun. "92nd minute. Here comes Jaquil Marshall Ruddy, who's actually played a damn good game. Cross in. Plays back. Good clearance by Tyler Miller. Last time we played DC, we blew it late. What do we do this time? 92nd minute. 4 to go. Foul, free kick. Waste time, baby. Waste time. Wednesday is going to be a full-on crazy day, let me tell you that. We got the Europa League final. We got TFC versus Chicago and the Champions League first leg. That'll be CONCACAF Champions League first leg. It'll be crazy. 3 lives, 2 RSRs. 1-0 Montreal full time. What are we talking? Guinness, Fireball, Jaeger. What are we talking about? Tequila. What are we talking? Jack. Mark Anthony K. Heads it away. Horrible header, by the way. Nahar. Diome. That's out for a TFC throw, I think. What color is your Porsche? 94th minute. ATL equalizes 1-1. '94th minute, 2 to go. 1-4-1. Their last 6 matches will be their first win since April 29th. Their first win of the month would be their second last match of the month. British Racing Green. Huh? I've never heard of that before. British Racing Green. Talking Aston Martin Green. I do watch some F1, so that might be the thing. Forza Ferrari. TFC still up, yes. They are still up 2-1 with a minute and a half to go. I can't believe it. They might just win. And O'Brien pushes Jaquil. Yellow card for Jaquil, of course. 3 subs. '95th minute. O'Brien. Out for a goal kick for Sean Johnson in the last minute. Less than a minute to go. Wouldn't it be funny if we won and Bob still got sacked? 25 seconds. I can't believe. Yeah. Plays it up. Less than 10 seconds. Header. Can it get cleared? Sean catches it. Good catch from Sean. He got it. And Richie's down, but 96th minute. And Insigne's limping. 1-1 final between Orlando and Atlanta. Not too bad. And that'll be cleared. No full time yet. Brought down by Hugo Mbong. They're not calling full time. No. Headed forward. That's out for a DC throw. Full time. TFC wins. TFC wins 2-1. I don't know how. I don't know why, but TFC wins 2-1. That's their third win in MLS since August of 2022. 16 points on the season. Yay, TFC, but boo Bobby. Exactly. That's how I feel. Happy for the club, but is it really good for the club? I mean, I'm just shocked. All right? I can't believe we won. I can't believe they won. I can't believe they won, but I can't be mad for the players. I'm happy the players did their job. I hate that Bob may have another month or so, but who knows? Maybe they'll build something out of this. Who knows? Maybe they got the fear of God put in them. Who knows? Maybe when they're playing at home, BMO will be a fortress because they're afraid that the South End is going to lose their shit. They may suck on the road, but you know what? It's Minnesota. Maybe it won't be too bad. If we have a good 3 games, our next 3 games, they win today and they win their next 2, I think things are on the right track, or at least they draw away. If they completely collapse just because we go on the road and they're not afraid, we'll see what happens. They had a good game, though. I can't get mad the players had a good game. I'm fine with it. Let's have drama. Let's have it. Let's have it. Or hashtag have it like Ian Paul Joy would say. I put that in his display name, yeah. I think everybody knows his middle name, right? I don't know why I thought that way, but yeah. BKL knows. With that being said, 2-1 TFC. Like Ian Joy would say. Have it. Big win. I can't believe it. Let's see what happens in Leagues Cup. Let's go win Leagues Cup. We may just go back to Champions League anyway. I just can't believe we won without Bernadeschi. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. Let's finish the St. Louis game. 2-0 St. Louis. You love to see it. With that being said, there's the end of it. 2-1. TFC. They win 2-1. Couldn't get the clean sheet. Got scored on late on, but they found their way through. 2-1 TFC. They win. If they win on the midweek, they will be in a playoff spot or right there. They win their next 3, they'll be in a playoff spot. Or Yeah, if they win their next 2 after this one, that makes it 3, yes. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us to play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review. And then on Sunday, I'll see you for Chivas versus Tigres. The second leg. All to be played for on Sunday night. Live and review. See you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.